Hi, folks. Dr. Jim Gishwin here. I am sick and tired of all this talk. I really am. Well, I'm sick and tired anyway. I'm an old man. But look, this ceasefire crap that they violated 100 times already, okay? We have to sit there and say, okay, the ceasefire is over. Go in there, get the IRGC people, do some Jatams there, figuring out when they're meeting, okay, or when they're all in one place, or a lot of them, in various locations, okay, in the main cities, especially the Strait of Hormuz cities, like Bandar Abbas. Okay, we can take Bandar Abbas. We have the strait. The strait is ours. But we are still, and the genius of Trump, let's figure this out. Let me figure this out with a pen, okay? Okay, Trump, okay, oil, petroleum, exporters, countries. Okay, TOPEC. So instead of OPEC, we have TOPEC. Does that make any sense? He has sit there and managed for us to control the world's oil flow. Basically, they're coming to us. Our problem is we need to build more refineries because we have to export all this oil we got. We don't have to sit there and do anything with the natural gas, which we are leader in. Okay? We are pumping more oil than Saudi Arabia and any of the Middle Eastern countries combined right now. And Oman just left OPEC, and a couple others are leaving OPEC and pumping whatever they can. Now, here's the thing. They're going to sit there and export out of Arabian Sea ports and also Red Sea ports for Saudi Arabia. And they got pipelines all over the place. And they can agree on letting other countries use their pipelines. Okay? And it just can be done. Now, we have to sit there and take Karg Island and just control that island and control the flow of oil out of Iran. We also have to sit there and have boots on the ground to go dig up that uranium. Now, I got asked the other day by a smart military guy, you know, if the dust is buried, why should we worry about it? Well, they can dig it up too. And that's probably what they've been doing. The last time we struck them, way back in February, okay, they started redoing their nuclear thing. If they get a hold of that stuff, they'll redo it again. And I told them, I said, look, they had ballistic missiles, okay, with range enough to almost hit Diego Garcia. 2,500 miles. That's enough to hit Western Europe. Okay, and they were designing and can get a hold of missiles from China or Russia. If they get that nuclear material out there, they bragged that they had enough nuclear material for 10 or 11 warheads, okay, or bombs. They bragged about it in the first negotiation. And we don't know who's in charge. Let's sit there and put a Jatam right down their throat, okay? Because they're hardliners. They do not represent the Iranian people. They don't care about the Iranian people. All they care about is their power. That's it. Staying in power, staying in power. That's all they're worried about. They don't care if the Iranian people starve. Now, why haven't we done a drop of some arms and stuff for the citizens to sit there and do this uprising that we keep telling them to do or asking them to do? I told you guys earlier, I think Trump missed his window way back when he delayed and delayed and delayed doing this when they were in the streets and they were mowing down 4,200 people. Mostly women, because the women were the ones really striking against all these weird Sharia law things that they had to endure. They are Western. They were Western before 1979. And for those of you who say this is an unjust war, they declared war on us, a fatah on us, way back in 1979, right about the time they sat there and held hostage all our embassy employees. Okay? So let's not hear this. And they've sat there and developed IEDs. They've sat there and killed people, American soldiers, in 4 different countries for the past decades. They've helped our enemies. They are our enemy. They are the source of our enemies' power. Hamas, Hezbollah, and Houthi rebels. They're the source of it. They encourage them. They pay for them. We gave them money for more of it under Obama. This has to end. And I'm afraid Trump, he knows what he's doing. He's playing 4D chess, so I can't sit there and imagine what he's going to do. But I think he's going to sit there and actually go in and control the strait with boots on the ground and control their oil flow and get that uranium dust. Okay? I think he's got to do it. And he can take Bandar Abbas. Take Bandar Abbas, you got rid of all the mine-laying people. Okay? Those little boats. Folks, it's got to end. Oh, there is a bright spot. Department of Justice is finally sitting there getting people that have sit there and tried to usurp the Constitution in the past and use the U.S. government against its own people and lied to us. They need to get Fauci up there next. That's the next one I want to hear about. Okay? The mastermind of the COVID deception. The mastermind of the COVID worldwide pandemic. Giving the Chinese lab $110 million. Folks, Trump is sitting there changing the world order for the good, with America on top. He doesn't have to do this stuff. You know, you guys out there that think that if he cured cancer, you'd bitch about him putting a bunch of cancer doctors out of work and researchers out of work. I'm sorry. That you guys have to get over this Trump derangement syndrome that you have to sit there and support criminals. You have to support illegals. You have to support communism and Marxism just because Trump is a capitalist and a Republican. Before he became a Republican running for office, all you lefties loved him because he was giving money to your campaigns. He was your darling until he decided to run for president. And all those people that tried to do the little coup d'etat in his first administration are coming to justice. You know, it's amazing. We're being told all these conspiracy theories, we're conspiracy theory nuts and all this crap, and they all come true. He has to get rid of that filibuster, get his stuff through right now. And the Supreme Court just made a great ruling. With that ruling, if people have common sense, the Democrats will not come to power for a long, long, long time. Thank God. Okay? Because the Democratic Party is not the Democratic Party you think it is. It's still the Democratic Party of slavery. It's still the Democratic Party of the Ku Klux Klan. And it's still the party of Antifa. It's still the party of violence. It's still the party of hatred and intolerance. It's still the party that investigated nuns that wore habits. Okay? This is now coming to light. The ones that did wear habits, they weren't worried about. The ones that wore habits, they thought were too religious. And of course, there's your Marxism and communism in the left coming to bear. So the lefties, it's just Marxism in disguise. Progressivism is the same as Marxism and communism. Socialism is only the baby brother of communism and socialism. Get your heads straight, people. In the meantime, vote properly. Do not be violent. Love America like I do, like Trump does. Well, God bless you all. God bless the United States of America, and God bless our president, and God bless all of our troops overseas, because they are going to be in harm's way. There's no doubt about it. With that, I remain your humble servant. God bless you all.